Hey everybody, welcome to Lester Saints Discord, your one and only pre-show to the Late Night Saints every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I haven't done it that clean in a while.
Yeah.
That was pretty succinct. Liked it.
It's because I had a Mountain Dew amp game fuel.
Oh shit.
How you guys doing tonight? Staying
Damn
safe?
it, motherfuckers are setting off fireworks again.
Fireworks.
I live in one of those types of neighborhoods where it's like a month before and like a month after the 4th of July. It's just like nonstop fireworks throughout the night.
Oh yeah.
I miss
So-
those days.
I'll
But then
trade.
California used to have pride in the nation, and then it became, well, you've seen California.
I've seen it in pictures.
Yeah, where I'm at isn't technically considered Seattle. So we can light off fireworks here. Super fun.
Yeah. I mean, I like setting off fireworks myself. It's just that when I'm trying to catch a bit of sleep before I have to do my fucking graveyard shift every day, it's just like, oh, you fucking assholes.
My old boss every year he spends like $5,000 on fireworks and does a big old show on the river.
Yeah, we have a massive fireworks show in downtown Indy every year. They basically set up a huge number of fireworks on top of the Chase Tower, which is the tallest building in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Like 900 some odd feet tall. So it makes a great launching platform. Yeah.
So yeah.
Uh,
So tonight
no Discord
there's
news.
cool shit going on. Nothing. There's nothing going on.
There's never Discord news.
That's the way we like it.
Yep.
The typees have
We use
one
the generator
that's about
around in there.
typees have one that's about the most I can say about the Discord.
Yeah, why do we even have the voice channels anymore?
Hoping in case they end up getting used again, because there's always the possibility.
It literally just takes one person popping in for them to get used again. Every time I've popped in there, within like 20 minutes, somebody else will pop in.
I mean, if Waffled Enigmatic Ass would show up a little more often, I'd probably pop in.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him to join in on the show, but he keeps forgetting.
God damn it. I want to talk to Bari.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting to do that. I'm an asshole.
he hangs out in a Ryder server a lot.
Oh shit, I haven't talked to fucking Gator in a while either. Fuck, I need to check in on him.
There's a lot of people I haven't talked to in a fucking minute.
So apparently Jables is drinking the Rona.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jables doesn't have high standards, so.
Look at his women.
Don't drink Corona.
It's okay, Jables.
Don't drink any beer that comes in a clear bottle. It ruins the beer. And all those people that add lime to their Coronas, the point of the lime is to keep the fruit flies away, you dumb fucks.
That's what it was originally.
Yeah. So
But
adding
then
a
people
lime to your
started
beer
liking
makes
the
it
taste, so.
makes it. Yeah, because you have to add lime to make it good at all.
I'm not going to dispute that, but that's partly because I think all beer tastes like a... You know what? I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Just think wet nappy.
Yeah.
in the British sense.
Yeah.
Scary say, don't get Nick
Oh, man,
started on the
it's
topic of beer. Actually, do get him
I,
started on the topic of beer. I love listening to him talk about that shit.
I'm in the camp that there's a beer for everybody, but it takes a while to find it. So if you don't want to go through that trouble, don't go through that trouble. I don't give it.
Yeah, I
It's
just
the
avoid the
aftertaste
issue
that kills
entirely.
me.
Depends
It's
on the beer.
always the aftertaste for me. I just no.
I get it.
I just don't drink.
All right.
So,
Let's
we
get
going
started on
straight into it?
something. Yeah, let's get started on something that's not as, exciting perhaps.
This is exciting.
Well, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's not the most exciting. That's why it's first. Friday's Strawberry Moon.
I was talking about the show.
Fine.
We're just getting started. Yeah.
Friday's Strawberry Moon will come with a twist part for the world. Or with a twist for part of the world. Ugh. I need
Off to a
alcohol.
good start.
I need to stop drinking this water. It's killing me.
Yeah,
It's
everything
really
that
not
comes
helping
from
your
water
speed.
dies. Don't you know that?
June's mild weather may draw more people outside to spend some time under the stars, and stargazers that do look to the heavens this Friday will be greeted by the full strawberry moon. In some areas of the world, this full moon will also be much dimmer than the recent series of supermoons. Not because the moon will be farther away from the Earth, but because the moon will pass through part of the Earth's shadow to create a lunar eclipse.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
gonna get a little darker. Okay.
Yeah, get a little bit of a chocolate coating to that strawberry.
It's
Hmm.
just showing support for the protests.
It's dipping its toe in. It's not going full
Oh
blackface,
no.
but it is dipping its toe
Yeah.
in.
So it's not going to be Justin Trudeau.
No, it's not going full
Yeah.
Trudeau.
You never go full Trudeau.
I saw an article. People are protesting and rioting in England about shit going on here.
Yeah,
It's happening in fucking Australia too.
someone on
Yeah.
Jeff's server said that they were going to a protest in I think it was London. I'm like, what are you guys protesting over there? Oh, we're in support of the U.S. marches about the Floyd death. Uh, and also
Like,
to talk about how our police aren't great. I
like the
legitimately
Japanese
responded with
protest.
"Stay in your fucking lane." Red coat.
Yeah.
Like the Japanese protest, I understand because their police killed a couple of guys, and they're basically just like doing it, like
It
for their
happens
own
to be at the same
thing,
time.
and yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's fine. But like, from what I understand, uh, the UK cops are pretty chill for the most part.
You know,
yeah, they don't have nearly the fucking armament that ours have.
they get a sponge thrown at them and they go running.
I mean, I
Like,
did watch a British police officer with a G36 assault rifle just walk up and shoot a terrorist in the face.
Mm-hmm.
that
Like
that was
they
different.
can,
That was the armed response force, which they have a separate armed response force. Your average everyday cop is not armed,
yeah.
They
except
got
in
clubs.
Northern Ireland.
You know what, Crab? God damn it, Jables is right. Like fucking people in the chat are calling me Scooter now. You miserable son of a bitch.
They've been calling you Scooter for a couple weeks now.
And
I
Crab,
know, and I
no.
fucking hate it.
And Crab, no.
This
I
is
don't
all
think
your
all beer
fucking
tastes the
fault.
same. I just think it all tastes like ass.
Yeah. He just doesn't like beer, and that's okay. Because do you know why it's okay? Because he doesn't give a fuck that I do like beer. so we can still sit and have a drink. We'll just have different drinks.
Yeah, it's that
And you know
simple.
why it's even more okay? Because if I bring beer over, I know he's not going to drink it. So it's all for me. It's all good.
It's all good, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the article. The moon will officially be 100% full at 3:12 p.m. Eastern District Time, EDT, whatever, on Friday.
Eastern Daylight Time. God damn. Uneducated swine.
Oh, I knew I could get a rise out of you.
Oh, so we
June
missed.
5th, but if it will appear full as it rises on Friday evening until it sets early Saturday. This makes it the first full moon of meteorological summer, which began on Monday, June 1st. This is different than astronomical summer, which starts on the solstice and falls on June 20th, 2020. What's in a name? June's full. What?
Nothing.
So I guess Crab wants it to be known that Rimshee should do himself. He's very insistent about it.
I mean, if he wants to. Damn.
I'm going to later tonight. Actually, I'm going to have Miss Rimshee take care of that. Nothing!
Lazy. Can't do things yourself. Always got to have somebody help you out. Can't do anything on your own. I see how it is.
Hey, just because I'm
You
lazy.
can't do anything without alcohol.
I can do lots without alcohol. I can go and buy alcohol. That's
He
one
can get
thing.
it up, unlike with alcohol.
I can do that too. By the way, I need to send Nick that picture of my balls sometime.
Anyway, June's full moon has taken on a variety of names over the years from different cultures around the globe that are rich in meaning. In North America, it is commonly referred to as the strawberry moon. This name originates in Algonquin tribes in eastern North America who knew it as a sign to gather the ripening fruit of wild strawberries, the old farmer's almanac said. In Europe, June's full moon is called the mead moon, the rose moon, and the honey moon. Interesting. June was traditionally the month of marriages and is even named after the Roman goddess of marriage, Juno. Following marriage comes the honeymoon, which may be tied to this full moon's name. The old farmer's the old again with the old farmer explanations.
Yeah.
This is
Hold
kind of
on.
dry. It's interesting, but it's kind of
Why
dry.
why is June Pride Month then? Did that start before or after they legalized gay marriage? Interesting.
I would say
Right.
before.
I didn't give a shit before, and I don't really give a shit now. So
No, I don't give a shit either.
Yeah.
I personally think Pride Parades are a fucking embarrassment, but
I only know it because I saw somebody post a meme that said, June is here. That means obligatory pandering month for all big corporations.
oh my god, fucking urinating tree. He's a sports YouTuber. Has a great short video on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun.
I'm kind of already done with this article. There's going to be an eclipse tonight, people.
Well,
I don't know
in
where it'll
certain
be
parts of the
visible
world,
from,
anyway.
but yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be a partial eclipse for certain parts of the world, and there's going to be a blood moon. It's not a blood. Strawberry moon. Much friendlier.
Yeah.
And a sign of the end times.
So I guess in the United States, it's gonna be in the United States. This will be a great event for stargazers of all ages that are staying up late following Independence Day fireworks show. The-
Wait.
Wait.
On the night of July 4th and 5th, the moon will once again rise and pass through Earth's outer shadow. Okay, so
Okay.
All right.
but the best time is at 7:25 Universal Time, whatever the hell that means. That one I'm not sure what that means.
All right.
No idea.
All right.
Let's continue with some space stuff.
Yeah.
NASA and SpaceX launched first astronauts to orbit from US since 2011.
Fucking awesome.
This
I
was
didn't know
so
it
cool to
low.
watch.
Wait. Oh, it's not lower. Okay. I was like, they send astronauts to the ISS all the time, but that's low Earth orbit. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the other thing was this was the first time from US soil since
Yeah.
2011.
Oh.
Because
Oh, yeah, I've been using
the
Russia.
ISS is pretty much supplied by the fucking Soyuz, which is it's like the Kalashnikov of fucking space vehicles. It's incredibly simple and very hard to destroy.
Yep.
But you're not gonna enjoy it. And
Oh hell no! They're ancient at this point.
they're
They
they're
were ancient
older
when
than
the
the
space shuttle
shuttle.
was built.
So that they're older than the
Yeah.
shuttle and somehow simultaneously less and more trustworthy.
Yeah.
I said they're simple and they're also cheap.
Because it's Russia.
There's less
Um,
shit to go wrong, but
And you can
it's
always
more
power them with
likely to
vodka
go
if the
wrong.
main fuel system fails.
Speaking of Kalashnikovs, I watched a video today of somebody went through like
You're getting
14
so
rounds
distracted.
as quickly as they could, and
Mm.
and like the wood on the gun, the wood by the barrel for shit, I can't remember right now.
The
That just
handguard.
caught fire. Yeah, the handguard.
Fucking handguard
Already
caught
caught
on fire. Shit.
yeah, because they were running through so many rounds.
Was that an IV 8888 Iraq veteran 8888 video?
I don't remember. I think it
'Cause-
was Clash of the Team was the name of the YouTube channel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because IV 8888 has done several shoot till it fails videos on AKs and ARs and pistols and other such stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks, Mickey.
Hey, 8 months.
Ooh, 4 more months till a year.
Ooh.
Mickey's been
4
subscribed.
months till we get that fucking subscriber, baby, man.
Mickey's been
Yeah,
subscribed
it's
longer than
really-
I've had my Twitch Prime subscribe on this channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I judge how long we've been monetized by Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like Nikki is basically our Larry. She's the
Yeah.
patron saint of this show.
Why she
Yeah,
puts
hey,
up with us, I
speaking of
don't know.
Mickey Larry.
It's like I summoned him.
Of course. All right. NASA astronauts are heading to space from U.S. soil for the first time in 9 years aboard SpaceX's Dragon capsule, the maiden crewed flight of the innovative spacecraft. The mission, which is sending Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken to the International Space Station, is a bold new venture for the space agency's plan to allow commercial companies to take its astronauts to low Earth orbit. Let's light this candle, Hurley said moments before ignition, borrowing words from uttered by America's first astronaut, Alan Shepard, in 1961.
Nice.
The duo left a fiery plume behind at Kennedy Space Center's pad 39A at 3:22 p.m. Eastern Time as they rode SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket toward a rendezvous with the station, which will take about 19 hours. On Wednesday, storms and a tornado warning upended the launch attempt, with the veteran Space Shuttle astronauts suited up and strapped to the Dragon before the mission was scrubbed. Similar weather concerns dogged Saturday's launch and nearly forced a second delay. But NASA and SpaceX decided early Saturday that conditions were trending in the right direction. As the countdown narrowed, the weather continued to improve. Falcon 9 booster separated and guided itself to a successful landing on a drone ship stationed in the Atlantic. Crew Dragon separated from rocket at 3:35 p.m. Eastern Time and entered orbit.
Honestly,
Okay,
that
so
was pretty cool to watch, but I got really annoyed because their remote camera on the drone ship cut out right as the rocket was coming in. So all the conspiracy theorists are going, "There's a camera cut. They cut to a different ship with a rocket already on it. Then nothing's flying for real, man."
Stanley
hey,
Kubrick never really died.
on top of everything else that Elon Musk does, he's really good at naming things.
Yeah.
Dragon, Falcon rocket. Fuck yeah.
Oh, did you?
Not
What about the drone ship's
flamethrower.
name? Of course, we
Hilarious.
still love you. Or of course, I still love you.
Wait.
That was the name of the drone ship.
Hey, Larry, he can't love everything as much as his project.
His company digging tunnels underneath LA. Boring. It's the Boring Company. I'm gonna sell not enough flamethrowers to fund it. That's just hilarious. He's a funny dude. I wish he could.
Yeah,
I wish in like interviews he would be more vocally funny.
yeah.
But like he's a Twitter god. So
Yeah.
oh no, he's good on Twitter. He's making cat girls, man. Cool. It's fun. You can't cancel him because he doesn't really do anything and he runs everything himself.
Yeah.
That's the funny part. Yeah, but would he do it ironically, Larry? Or would it be in earnest?
I don't know.
You decide.
Anyway.
Alright. Falcon 9 booster separated and guided itself to a successful land. Oh, sorry. It was incredible. Appreciate. Great ride to space, Hurley told flight controllers as the spacecraft reached orbit. The mission marks the first time NASA has sent astronauts into space from U.S. soil since the end of the shuttle program in 2011. For nearly a decade, it has been relying on Russian Soyuz rockets to get them there. It is also a first for SpaceX, which has ambitions of someday taking paying customers zooming around the Earth.
I would love
Fuck
to
yeah.
be one of those paying customers. Like
Dude.
I'll be an old, ready for the grave piece of shit, and my kids will have like this nice inheritance just sitting there waiting to go to them, and I'll be like, nope, fuck you, I'm going to space.
Oh, there's going to be like raffles and contests and shit to win a ticket too. I'm
Oh
entering
yeah.
all of them. Yeah.
My question is, who's going to be the first person to skydive out of one of them fuckers? Because you know somebody's going to want to try.
Well, someone's already skydived
Well,
from low Earth orbit.
yeah, that dude. Yeah, Red Bull did that already.
Yeah, I know. But that was
Are you
Red
saying somebody should go high?
SpaceX.
Yeah, SpaceX should outdo them and do parachuting from skydiving from the fucking moon. Like they put you on a catapult and just launch you towards Earth.
You know,
I was just going to
with,
build
with
a
like
cannon into the side of the SpaceX ship, but okay.
with with like corporations pretty much owning America and everything. I welcome Elon Musk as our orphan. That's a sounds like a yeah. I think that'd be okay. I think we'd be fine. Hopefully.
Hmm. Hope that gets resolved, Deanna.
Yeah, I was having issues with my new Bluetooth headset. If you've got an Android, try not having more than 7 paired devices on your Bluetooth, because apparently it may cause skipping. Just a heads up.
Okay.
No.
Not that
It's
it's that
incredible.
useful.
It's incredible. The power, the technology, said President Trump, who was at Kennedy Space Center in Florida for the launch. That was a beautiful sight to see, and I hope you all enjoyed it, the president said. Speaking at a post launch news conference on Saturday, NASA Administrator Jim Burdenstein said, Burdenstein said, "What a great day for NASA. What a great day for SpaceX. What a great day for the United States. I'm really quite overcome with emotion on this day, so it's kind of hard to talk, frankly," he said. Elon Musk, the billionaire founder and CEO of SpaceX, called it a day that I think everyone can be proud of.
Not wrong.
This event is something that all humanity can get excited about, he said. Early 53 and Bankin 49 will put the bell-shaped Dragon through its paces on the way to the station. Dragon, which on the surface resembles an updated Apollo-era command module, sports a sleek interior and oversized touchscreen controls. Its SpaceX Falcon 9 booster has been used successfully dozens of times to put satellites and space station cargo into orbit.
If you
The
guys
Dragon,
want to try a simulator of this thing, SpaceX literally made a simulator of docking the module to the ISS. Link is in the text right now.
of course they did.
It's fucking cool.
Elon Musk is a gamer boy at heart. We all know
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mhm. I mean, just look at the fucking like Tesla truck concept. It's like, tell me that's not a fucking warthog.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just put a fucking Gatling gun on the back of it.
Yep. Put a Gatling gun on the back of it. Get rid of the doors.
Give it that fucking horn. It has to have the horn.
Yeah. Horn is very important.
Indeed.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks,
The
Mickey.
Dragon fell from 19. Yes.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
Mickey.
gifting us up to Dina.
All right. 14 gift subs on this panel.
Damn. From Mickey alone.
Yeah. We really should look at how much money we've made. We might have enough to withdraw it.
From Mickey alone.
Yeah. I always forget to look at
Power
it.
of Mickey.
I went to look at it once and it thought I was trying to hack the account, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, so I didn't want to bug Rimshee for him to verify that it's okay to access it from my computer. Yeah. Okay. Where was I?
I don't remember.
The Dragon Falcon 9 configuration was far cry from the winged space shuttle, but the SpaceX capsule has considerable safety advantages. Unlike the shuttle, it sits on top of the rocket, therefore avoiding debris that can fall off during launch and potentially damage the spacecraft. a problem that doomed the Space Shuttle Columbia in 2003. The position also makes it easy to eject the capsule if the rocket itself runs into trouble. That's not to say SpaceX hasn't had safety issues over the years. In 2015, one of its unscrewed rockets exploded on the way to the space station. Overall, SpaceX has enjoyed a good track record in its 8 years of flying cargo to the space station.
I mean, if you're gonna start anywhere, start with cargo. That can get replaced.
Mhm.
And then there's some sort of transcript of a conversation. Oh, it's a transcript of NPR's coverage of it.
That's
Hey, Crab
that.
resubscribed. Former show.
Hey, thanks, Crab. Yeah, honestly, if you want to watch the launch, it's worth watching. But just go look up the video. It's cool. Plain and simple. Do you want to take this next one, Scooter?
What is it?
It's the third one.
Yeah, it's the third one. It's not your normal fanfare that we kind of get you to try and read. It's
A live show
Yeah,
or
no,
news
it's
articles?
in the live show. Sparkly.
Okay, I see it. Coming to us from CNET. Toy dinosaur that joined astronauts on SpaceX flight extinct at most stores. Trimmer the Apatosaurus has left the Earth. A sparkly, glittery toy dinosaur flew along with NASA astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley on the SpaceX Crew Dragon trip to the International Space Station this weekend. But if you were hoping to add the dino to your home toy box, you may be out of luck. The cute little guy is all but extinct in online stores. See? This is how the dinosaurs really died, guys. It wasn't fucking an asteroid, it was eBay.
It was Elon Musk the entire time.
The dinosaur was seen on the broadcast of Saturday's launch, floating past Megan and Hurley. The plush toy was dubbed a zero-gravity indicator because once it begins to float, the astronauts, who are of course buckled down, know that they're experiencing weightlessness. A plush toy of Earth was used in a similar way for an uncrewed SpaceX flight in 2019. We did end up with one stowaway on board our vehicle when we launched today. It was not just Doug and I who accomplished the launch here, Behnken said after blastoff, according to Space.com. We do have an Apatosaurus aboard.
It's
And
cute.
the
I
Apatosaurus
really
has
like it. I really like it when people that are like really advancing technology and science just do cute little shit like that. I don't know why I like it.
Oh, it gets better too.
Yeah.
And the Apatosaurus has a name, Trimmer. It belongs to one of the astronaut's sons. Behnken has a 6-year-old son, Theo, and Hurley has a 10-year-old son, Jack. We collected up all the dinosaurs between our two houses, and Trimmer, the Apatosaurus, got the vote from the boys to make the trip into space today with us, Behnken said.
That's awesome. Holy fuck! I almost wish I was that kid because my dinosaur would have gone to space. That's
Yeah,
fucking
man.
cool.
According to a tweet from science writer and geologist Mika McKinnon, the dinosaur is a 6-inch long plushie from toy maker Ty, so it's a beanie baby, with reversible blue-pink sequins.
Cool.
Oh, look at that. That's adorable. The dinosaur was briefly sold in the SpaceX online store, Barron's reports, but is no longer available there. SpaceX didn't immediately respond to a request for comment about whether it would be restocked, and as of Wednesday, Trimmer was listed as out of stock at various online stores, including Joan Fabrics, Michaels, and Amazon. The dinosaur's appearance was brief, but it was enough to earn it some Earthling fans. My favorite part about this launch is that a glittery dinosaur has gone to space before almost all of us wrote one Twitter user.
Honestly, this is probably one of the as stupid as this may sound to some people, this is one of the coolest things about getting into the commercial aspect of spaceflight. They just don't
Yeah.
care. They'll do stupid shit like this. I mean, astronauts would have, but you gotta pass it through NASA and all this stupid shit. SpaceX, you want to do this? CEO, Elon Musk. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of back in
Scroll
the
up, look
day.
at his ZOG. Look at his zero-G indicator.
Yeah. Super high tech zero G indicator added just before launch.
It kind of reminds me of back in the day when fucking Ronald Reagan like stashed a bag of Jelly Belly jelly beans on one of the space shuttle flights, making it officially the first jelly bean to go to space because he was such a big fan of that candy.
Yeah, his whole reason behind the candy was to get a read on people.
In fact, the blueberry Jelly Belly jelly bean was created specifically for his inaugural party
Oh, cool.
because it was like just a bright blue bean, and they put it along with I think the coconut bean, which is white, and the very cherry, which is a very red bean, and that was part of the catering for the inaugural party.
That's cool. Yeah, Reagan had this whole theory about jelly beans. He always had a bowl of them out and eat off. And depending on whether you grab just like you meticulously grab one, he would read that as like you have an agenda to be there, or if you just grab like a few, didn't matter. Yeah, it means you're just hanging out. Essentially, is how he read it.
As long as they don't know before he was out of office, or at least having his issues, that's not
Yeah.
a bad setup.
Yeah,
The strawberry cheesecake is my favorite flavor.
I've always been partial to root beer and watermelon. Not at the same time.
Both good choices.
Oh yeah.
Jelly Belly made the Birdie Bots every flavored beans, and the dirt one
Yes.
blew my mind. Not because it's good, but because it literally feels like I'm chewing dirt.
Yeah. I remember my first Birdie Bot bean that I ever got was black pepper, and I legitimately sneezed after eating it.
Yeah, they're so good with the flavors. I don't know how they do it. It's magical.
Yeah, like basically like the vomit flavored bean was just like a
Yep.
failed pepperoni pizza recipe that they added more citric
Uh-huh.
acid to.
Yeah,
That
pretty
makes
close.
sense. They probably were just like, well, we're fucking up on these recipes. Oh shit! Harry Potter just came out, and we can make use of all these screw ups.
Yeah.
As bad as that one is, like for me personally, the sardine one was the worst for me. That one about legitimately made me sick.
I never got the sardine one because they're just random packs. So
It wasn't good.
Is it ever?
yeah, it's a novelty candy. It's just fun.
Yeah. Especially when you give it to people that don't know what it is.
You want some Birdie Bots every flavored beans? Sure. I love jelly bean. Okay, here you go.
It's fucking like gym sock or like moldy cheese. It's just like,
I love how in quick succession down there, in response to my root beer and watermelon, uh, Larry's like, while eating chicken? That's racist, Rimshee.
Richie's part black. It's okay.
Rimshee can't be racist. He's part black.
Richie Dolezal. Damn it, Larry.
No, I have black genetics. and I don't like chicken. So yeah,
Don't like chicken.
I,
Yeah,
I'm
man, chicken's
I
alright.
like fried chicken to some degree, but it's not like a staple of mine.
I mean, fair enough.
So I'm not the stereotype.
I
That's
like to
all I'm
make
saying.
some. I like to make breakfast burritos with some grilled chicken.
God damn it, Larry.
Rotisserie chicken is good as well. I don't think we can repeat that.
Yeah, good one, Larry.
Half racist confirmed. Fucking Mickey.
To be fair, chicken it's a relatively bland meat, so it all depends on how it's prepared and shit.
Yeah, it
It's
really
really
does.
not anything
And
around it.
Chicken is a
well,
good canvas for other flavors.
a huge part of it is that I
Mhm.
spent my family spent so much time cooking chicken when I was younger, that it all has just kind of blended together in my mind, and so it's kind of just one of
Yeah,
those things where it's like it's chicken. I don't care. There are absolutely exceptions, but for the most part, it's just like don't care.
yeah. Like the thing, W, of course.
Who
Everybody
doesn't, Larry?
loves chicken. Yeah, it's 2020. If you don't eat ass, you're behind the time.
I guess I'm a dinosaur then.
If
Yeah, but
you
you
don't eat
you
ass,
uh,
I'll get to
you're
float
the
around in
you're the one
space
person who
someday.
still gets their ass eat. There's a difference.
No, hell with that. No, nobody's getting anywhere close to that. Stay the fuck away from me. See, like crab has a legitimate excuse.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fair.
that's completely fair.
I worked at Walmart for 2.5 years. Every time I walk into a Walmart, which is never because they're not really around here in Seattle, thankfully, um, I shudder a little bit.
I nearly read that wrong, Crab. Instead of chicken wings, I almost read it as ass.
You like a good wing? The wings are tricky though, because you gotta. They can either be great or they can be garbage. There is no in between with chicken.
Yeah.
We're completely distracted. Should we? Do you want to talk about Dr. Hyena? Jables.
Yeah, because I know you want to talk about the article after this. Just give me one quick second. Oh God. Somalis turn to Dr. Hyena to fight depression and mental illness. Mogadishu, Reuters. The growls from the caged hyena reverberate through the room as Mohammed Sheikh Yaqub slumps silently in a chair nearby, hoping the animal will frighten away the evil spirits he says have troubled him since his divorce. The traditional treatment, rooted in the belief that hyenas can devour the jinns, or spirits widely blamed in the region for depression and mental illness, also known as genies, takes place in a sweltering shack in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu. The Horn of Africa nation, which has suffered decades of civil war, only has 3 trained psychiatrists, the World Health Organization says. Damn.
Ooh.
In the absence of conventional therapies, many people are turning to traditional heroes, including Yaqub's exorcist, a spry 70-year-old called Aiden Igal, who goes by the name of Dr. Hyena. Medics at the capital's Turkish-funded Erdogan hospital say there is no scientific
There's your
basis.
problem.
I don't think it can help, said neurosurgeon Dr. Nur Abdullahi Karsha. Psychiatric nurse Abdirahman Ali Awale, known as Dr. Habib.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
I think he's been lying to us. He
Of
says
course
he
he
always
has.
encouraged people to get clinical rather than traditional treatment, and trying to educate them to not go to the hyenas, he said. But patients at Dr. Hyena's shack and their families say they have little choice given the shortage of alternatives. That's fair. At least they're trying something.
Yeah, well,
And I mean,
choosing beggars.
yeah, they're sitting in a room with a caged hyena. Not that harmful. I think it's okay.
It may have a
Fatuma
placebo
Ahmed
I
effect too, so.
mean, I'm sure PETA
Yeah,
will throw a fit about it, but
Nina would throw a fit about you harming a fucking bugbear. Not
yeah,
bugbear,
oh, you mean
water
a
bear.
tardigrade?
Tardigrade, that's what I'm looking for.
yeah, and yet PETA constantly runs through killing all the animals they quote unquote rescue.
Yeah, and kidnapping people's pets to put them down.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you become a monstrous parody of your original outset mission, you should probably stop.
When satire websites stop writing satire about you because it ends up all being true.
Probably stop.
That's a sign.
when 4chan makes a meme joke about you and you take it on without irony, you should probably stop.
This has been your
PETA,
anti-PETA PSA, everybody.
PETA was a mistake.
Yeah. Fatuma Ahmed says she took her 13-year-old daughter to Dr. Hyena after giving up on other avenues. I took her to every hospital in Mogadishu, but wasted my money. I was hopeless, Ahmed told Reuters. She says the treatment worked. Thank God, she is okay. In the past, other healers often locked patients into rooms with unrestrained animals, Dr. Hyena says. This use of cage means there haven't been any injuries since he started his practice 4 years ago, he tells Reuters. Good idea.
Improvements. We have
Patients have
progress,
read.
everyone.
They're no
Patients have
longer
read.
free roaming. We have successfully improved.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he started off with just like a leash, like attached to the wall or something?
Probably attached to the chair, let's be honest.
Patients have red thread tied around their little fingers to stop the spirits from slipping away temporarily before the hyena can deal with them properly, he says. He got into the business after his sister was treated by a traditional healer. This inspired me to look for a hyena to heal the people. Found a hyena pup for sale for $1,200, nicknamed it Ali, and set up shop, charging people $10 a session. Still pricey in a city where a soldier receives $100 per month.
God damn.
Say.
10% of your
Yeah,
monthly wage if you're a fucking child soldier.
Did they say they were child?
yeah, but if you're that desperate to get some help, that's not ridiculous.
No.
I don't think they pay the child soldiers.
I'm not being serious, Scooter.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Rimshee.
Back in the treatment shack, the hyena swings its head around and snuffles against the cage's narrow bars. But Mohammed Sheikh Yakub shows no sign of improvement and remains listless and withdrawn. Dr. Hyena stops the session after a few minutes, saying his animal has not managed to detect any spirits. Some conditions are not caused by jinns, he says. But your coop should come back 3 or more times just to make sure.
I want $30,
3
man.
or more times.
Come back once a month. The coop's brother, who is with him throughout the treatment, occasionally holding him up to the cage, leads him outside. Yeah. My theory about the when it wasn't caged is that you had to fight it off. So now you've been through some really bad shit and you survived, so you get the whole like, oh, thank I survived. Sweet. Sweet. Okay.
And from the children, they harvest the adrenochrome.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. And yes,
Yes.
apparently we're smoking hyenas now, Larry.
Yep.
This is
You ever smoke a
pseudoscience.
hyena?
This is not reality. This does not
Yeah.
work in real life. But
Hey.
placebo effect's
Hey,
worth a goddamn lot.
yeah, we did a satire episode last week. We're doing pseudoscience sorry. We're doing pseudoscience following real science. It's a science episode.
Hey,
Yeah.
Crab, that's my territory. Back off.
I don't think Dina's your type.
Yeah. In which case I'll say, crab, back off.
Well, you know, on that subject, potentially, Pastor uses her private parts to heal church members in Asava.
Let's see how this goes.
A female pastor identified as Pastor Mrs. Veronica has claimed that she used
Wait. That's her title? Pastor Mrs.?
Pastor Mrs. Veronica. I bring the whip. You call me Pastor Mrs. Veronica. Has claimed that she used her private parts to heal her church members.
You want to find out, Crab? I'll give you my fucking address.
Pastor Veronica, who is the founder of Life of Faith and Prosperity Missionary, Asaba, Delta State, Paradise News learnt, made this statement Sunday in other to offer solution to men who have infertility problems.
Oh my god.
According to reports, the pastor who was offering a sermon to her congregation during the church service said any man that makes love to her will be healthy of his fertility problem.
Damn.
Come bang me over the altar. It'll cure you.
Pastor Mrs. Veronica's a slut.
Ooh. According to Pastor Veronica, her mission on Earth is to cure fertility problems in men, and once any of them sleeps with her and her body fluid touches his manhood, such a man will be healed of his fertility problem. My mission on Earth is to cure men of their infertility problems through sleeping with them. Each session must not last more than 2 minutes. God gave me the anointing vagina. You
We'll
only
see,
have to
Crab.
sleep.
You'll fucking see.
You only
Also, I'm
have
not
to
putting my shit
sleep
in
with.
the chat. That's a stupid idea.
You only have to sleep with me and get healed of all your fertility problems. Men have gone through a lot in this generation, and God sent me to liberate them. You can choose
Right.
to,
Right.
you can
Well,
choose
thank
to
you,
believe.
Mickey. Mickey's the only person who still respects me on this show.
You can choose to believe me anointing or leave it, but it remains true. Watch my video to hear the full message of yesterday. Pastor Mrs. Veronica said.
Okay,
Fucking
I need to end this video.
She went ahead. She went ahead to give her phone number so that any man with such a problem can contact her for his session. We're not including it here because she's full of shit.
but
But apparently the
I
the session must last no longer than 2 minutes. So, I
mean, she's got fucking balls. I'll give her that. It's like, hey, ladies, let me fuck a man, and he won't have any problems.
if there's still a problem, it's yo problem now, bitch.
I did all that.
I did all God wanted me to do. I banged your man. But I mean, look at that fucking face.
Yeah.
That's someone who knows what she's doing.
Oh yeah.
She don't believe shit about what she's talking about. She just wants you inside her. Would you, Jables?
With Jables, what?
Would he?
No, I'm still here. It's just hold on. No, I'm watching one of the sermons she's a part of right now. Most of the congregation is men.
Would you?
Huh,
Jables, would
I
you?
wonder why.
Would I?
Would you?
Would I?
You
Would
put your
you?
dick in that crazy, man.
Hello, please.
Um,
Hey, Skepper's here.
I was funneled through a secret society of individuals. Now I have ended up in this entrepreneurial area.
Ah, fuck
came
off. We
in
just
first.
moved you in.
The show isn't live yet, I don't think.
Oh, it's live.
Oh,
That's
no.
where you're wrong.
Oh, am I wrong? Is the show live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello, everybody.
That's one way to make an introduction, I guess.
we just talked about crazy, so
Well, and then Crazy showed up.
And we're gonna get into even more crazy.
yeah.
Take it away, Scooter.
Son of a bitch. Coming to us from KNBC News, Sheriff, will of Tiger King star's missing husband forged. And no one was surprised. Someone forged the will of the missing husband of Carol Baskin, a woman prominently featured in Netflix's Tiger King documentary series, the Florida sheriff said. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Cronister, that's an interesting name, told Penn Tampa Bay on Tuesday that two experts had confirmed the will of Jack Don Lewis is a forgery. Lewis disappeared in 1997 and was declared dead in 2002. The millionaire's will left most of his estate, including a private Tampa zoo that would eventually become Big Cat Rescue Animal Sanctuary, to Baskin, cutting out his children from a previous marriage. Criminal charges aren't expected because the statute of limitations has expired, Cronister said. The will had already been executed at that point, Cronister said, but it certainly casts another shadow of suspicion by all means. Lewis's disappearance remains an open case. In March, Cronister announced that the sheriff's office was seeking new leads following the popularity of Netflix Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. The documentary is about Joseph Maldonado Passage, also known as Joe Exotic, a former Oklahoma Scupper who loves guns, younger men, and big cats. Aside from the big cats part, you know what? I'm not going to finish that thought.
That's you, aside from the big cats?
He was sentenced earlier this year to 22 years in prison for his role in a murder for hire plot. He was convicted of trying to hire someone to kill Baskin, who had tried to shut him down, accusing the Oklahoma Zoo of abusing animals and selling big cat cubs.
By the way, I looked at the details of like how he ended up getting arrested for that. He had a really good case for entrapment, but refused to get a lawyer.
In retaliation, Maldonado Passage raised questions about Lewis's disappearance. The documentary extensively covered Maldonado Passage's repeated accusations that Baskin killed her husband and possibly fed him to her tigers. Baskin, who founded Big Cat Rescue, has never been charged with any crime and released a statement refuting the accusations made in the series. On Monday, a federal judge in Oklahoma awarded ownership of Passage's former zoo to Big Cat Rescue Corp as part of a civil judgment. Okay, I'm just going to say, that bitch killed her husband. And I bet she did feed him to the fucking tigers.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah, well, in the series, they were like, did you kill your husband and feed him to the tigers? She was like, no, like, for the tigers to even eat somebody, I'd have to cover them in sardine oil or something. That was her response.
It's like, really? You're pretty confident about that answer, are we?
Sounds like you have experience. Did you try it on a few babies first?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy ass.
Yeah, like, just look at that thing.
We had no idea that this.
Yeah, like sometimes I just want to pull a Gene Pool lifeguard shirt on and blow my whistle and be like, get the fuck out the pool. But that's not always permissible.
Yeah. Well, she's never had kids, so she'll get out of the pool eventually.
One could only hope.
Well, how old is
Now,
she?
the question, Larry, is does she do it to goodbye horses?
Ooh.
Well, I think I'm going to keep that comment to myself.
We all know you do everything to goodbye horses, Scupper.
It's true. It's true. But, my precious is my precious. And if her legs broke, then we got problems. So, Richmond man accused of killing grandmother. Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
If you want to take that.
Oh, I'm on it.
Strap in.
Right.
Weird.
Right. So, Richmond man was arrested this week on suspicion of murder and was reportedly found attempting to eat the victim's body when law enforcement officers arrived. A police spokesman said Tuesday. A likely story. We received a report about 2:10 p.m. That's 14:10 for all you military people out there. Monday, of a woman on the ground bleeding and a man standing near her at a residence on the 1200 block of Club Court, according to Richmond Police spokesman Sergeant Aaron.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Are you pissed off at Larry again?
I don't get pissed off.
Larry, it wasn't Mr. Hands, but it was definitely that dude we talked about last week that was fucking ponies.
Yeah. No.
Oh man, I bet it was like even worse than I could ever imagine, because like when somebody says ponies, I think of something entirely different.
We're not going there, Scupper.
I know we're not. And that's why officers arrived at the residence to find 37-year-old Dwayne Wallach standing over 90-year-old Ruby Wallach, his grandmother, and digging in her flesh. Officers used a taser stun gun to partially subdue Dwayne Wallach before a physical altercation was required to handcuff him. Paramedics declared Ruby Wallach dead at the scene. Dwayne Wallach was taken to a hospital for physical health evaluation, according to Pump. He will be booked to the Martinez detention facility once he is released from the hospital. Copyright C 2020 by Bay City News Incorporated.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
He ate his grandmother. Like
I-
let's not pussyfoot around here. Dude pulled a full on this happened a long time ago with bath salts. This dude was found wearing women's undergarments and eating a dead goat in the bathtub after ingesting bath salts that were sold to him from China.
Oh,
Why is it that the fact that it came from China doesn't surprise me?
It really shouldn't.
Yeah, there's always these weird experimental drugs that aren't technically illegal. Yeah. And
Yeah.
they do a lot of weird shit. Have you guys seen like what people are like on Flocka?
Never even heard of it.
Oh, it's fucking
Yeah,
funny
that's
as fuck to watch.
That's a crazy
Sounds
rabbit hole to go down because they're like 28 days later zombies.
Yep. We had like a dude in downtown Indianapolis get high on that shit. And like he was just running around completely naked doing cartwheels and like took like 4 taser shots and didn't go
Until
down.
eventually he was shot dead by the police.
No, they took him into custody alive. It took like 6 of them to finally wrestle him to the ground.
You know, I'm a big fan of a bolo. Does anybody know what a bolo is?
Yeah, a little 3-ball rope that you just whip at them and it ties around their ankles.
Be on the lookout.
It's an incredible thing to use. No, the bolo, the three weighted string. You know, they work incredibly well. You can just be like, spin it, throw it, and you can half miss and it still works. But no one uses one.
It's like a lasso without the restrictions.
Exactly.
And it's more humane than caltrops.
But you can also weight it heavily or put like sharp things on it, and there's other things you can do too. But you know, I'm not a fan of those other things. I like the just original invention. It's right up there with and David placed the rock into his thong and thrust it ungenerously towards Goliath, and Goliath fell, for he had been strucketh upon those brow. I'm not really sure how that story goes. I'm just kind of paraphrasing.
Yeah, dude had a sling and launched a rock so hard that it went into another dude's skull. He got it.
Essentially, yes, that's what happened. But I read that in this comic book.
I mean, where else would you read it?
Oh, I don't know.
Social justice.
I read it from the source.
Are you one of the fuckers that reads graphic novels? Fancy bastard.
I think it would be. I want to see the Leviticus graphic novel.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Well, let's talk about
And the reason why David was there was because he would play music and it would keep the king from going fucking insane. It's a weird story if you read through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Welcome, dear.
All right. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, sorry, I took us down around that one. That's my.
Oh no, it's perfectly fine.
Oh, it's fine.
You know how many tangents have been on this show? Fuck, you should have been here last week. It was horrible.
Anyway, rioters declined to sign Colin Kaepernick. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Colin Kaepernick arrived at the Minneapolis riots last night saying he was excited to be part of the looting and violence. Kaepernick tried out for the riots by throwing bricks into windows, but missed every time. He was able to rush a Molotov cocktail into a Target window and then spiked it on the ground. but then he caught fire. Finally, in a last-ditch effort to get selected for one of the riot squads, he filmed a workout video and sent it to various protester organizations, but hadn't heard back as of publishing time. While we appreciate
I'm just saying, there's a reason why the 49ers cut his worthless ass.
Yeah. While we appreciate Kaepernick's enthusiasm, we need someone who can lob a Molotov cocktail accurately, said a representative for the rioters. We wish him the best of luck in his future rioting career. We believe Kaepernick will land on his feet with another rioting organization. Maybe Chicago or Louisville will want him. The former quarterback quickly blamed his failed riot career on racism. He's a
That's
joke.
totally a race thing.
He's straight up a fucking joke.
Okay, I gotta mute myself, but I will be right back.
All right. Everyone can be as black as you, Rimshee.
Not everyone can be as black as fucking Talcum X.
Oh man, that guy is cringe.
You know, I keep forgetting that his name is Sean King, and I keep like my brain just instantly goes to calling him Sean White. Like, no, it's a snowboard. Shit.
His name is Sean King because I'm a king.
Yeah, we're not going to actually cover that topic in any real detail, Larry, so don't worry.
Yeah.
This is all comedy about that topic.
Yep.
Anyway.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So who's taking the next one?
I wanna take the other one. So
the last one,
you.
you're up next.
All right, I'll get it. Loading. Undercover cop gives self pay by wearing hate breed shirt. New York. Local undercover cop Daniel Cleary accidentally revealed himself as law enforcement during the protests surrounding the murder of George Floyd at the hands of police by wearing his favorite hate breed shirt while trying to blend in, multiple sources confirmed. We know the NYPD is sending undercover cops into the protest to stir shit up so they can make it easier to arrest people, but it's almost like they aren't even trying at this point. If you're going to show up wearing sunglasses and a hate breed shirt, you might as well just come in your police uniform screaming, "I'm a fucking cop!" and ditch the charade, said protester Andy Clement. The fact that he was asking men that walked by if they do UFC and then kept saying, "Sup, blood, got any drugs?" to any black person he saw certainly didn't help. Officer clearly believes it was a lack of coordination with other undercover cops that led to his outing. There is no doubt in my mind that we could have pulled this off if we had just discussed our wardrobe better, but it turns out that all 250 officers that were sent into the crowd wore the exact same hate breed shirt, said Officer Cleary. We must have all been at the same Ozfest in 2006 when we got these shirts and didn't even realize it. I fucking knew I should have worn my Black Label Society shirt, but I don't care if my cover is blown. My police chief said I have a quota to meet, and I still plan on punching at least 20 women, cuffing at least 5 black men to street poles, and pepper spraying any dogs I see. Protest organizers try to keep people educated on how to look out for cops during events. There are so many ways to tell you're dealing with a cop. If they have an athletic build and are wearing cargo shirts, they're a cop. If they are standing casually and have their thumbs resting on their belt buckle, they're a cop. If they're white and have a 75% finished tribal tattoo on their bicep, you'd better believe they're a cop, or possibly just some Reiki guy. said the community activist. These people will often try to get you to engage in illegal behaviors for the sole purpose of beating you senseless. Do not fall for it. At press time, Cleary was seen backing an unmarked police car into a group of peaceful protesters trying to deploy tear gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shit, if we're going to be an undercover cop.
Make sure you coordinate to not wear the same exact thing as everyone else.
Correction, Rimshee. We had Scup. Now we have
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's fine. I'm figuring it.
We're moving along. All right, Cables, your time to shine.
Oh, no. Hold on. I got to sneeze. Somebody's mowing the lawn. Oranges. Okay.
We don't deal in apologies, Larry. That would mean that we would have to have been at fault. And we know that's not the case.
City announces curfew for 30 minutes ago. Los Angeles. Following days of demonstration in the streets of Los Angeles, Mayor Eric Garcetti instituted a curfew for 30 minutes ago, effective immediately. Multiple pissed off sources confirmed. All residents of Los Angeles are required to be indoors as of 5 p.m. today, Mayor Garcetti said in a televised statement at 5:30 p.m. We ask that everyone make the necessary arrangements to be at home until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. As of half an hour ago, anyone caught not complying with this order, effective 30 minutes in the past, will be taken into custody and tried criminally. The statements reflect a growing concern among America's mayors that people may assemble, speak, and petition their government over grievances. In New York, Mayor Bill de Blasio called on citizens to do what they can to de-escalate the situation. It is your constitutional right to assemble, said de Blasio. But if you see the NYPD, remember that it's been a rough couple of days for them too. Speak to them gently. Ask them if they want a shoulder rub. It is the 9/11 spirit of the city that makes it great. Just make sure you don't make direct eye contact with them. That could send an officer into a fit of rage, and they will brag about with their buddies for weeks to come. According to constitutional scholar Rory Byrne, the power of a local authority to institute curfew comes from English common law. There's a long tradition in both English and American law protecting people's right to assembly. But even more than that, the framers of the Constitution, in their infinite wisdom, knew that people who really needed protection were the weak diaper babies with badges who couldn't even handle the mildest confrontation without the aid of a shield and a gun. The mayors of Dallas and Denver are both considering proposals to ban demonstrators from pointing protest signs at uniformed officers, while Mayor Jenny Durkan of Seattle has floated the idea of prohibiting residents from taking up physical space after 2:30 p.m. Okay. This is a satire article, but this actually happened in Seattle, where they just instituted a curfew all of a sudden, and most people didn't even know it was in effect for like 15 to 30 minutes after it happened. Because they were, busy at the protests and weren't looking at their phones. Yeah.
Fucking stupid shit happens.
Yeah.
All right, you want to talk
Yes.
about that
Thank you,
first
thank you.
article
That's
you
another
found?
close. Yeah, sir, do you want to take care of this?
Yeah. Well,
It's the wrong one.
wait, which one am I supposed to be on?
I put up the wrong one.
Oh, it's curious to say, how am I on the wrong one? I haven't even said anything yet.
You said okay. That counts.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, any men in the audience clinch.
Ooh, okay, never mind. I just read the end of that title. Ugh.
Coming to us from the Hindustan Times, man complained of stomachache, had a mobile phone charger in his bladder. According to the doctor, the patient has a habit of inserting cables and other stuff through his penis as a form of sexual pleasure. Oh God,
He's into
God,
sounding.
why?
He's
This is
into
so much worse than
sounding.
sounding.
Yeah, at least sounding is a solid rod.
On this occasion, things could have gone out of control and the cable reached his urinary bladder. A routine operation in an Assam hospital took a different turn this week when the doctor performing the surgery and accompanying attendants found a mobile phone charger cable inside the urinary bladder of a patient. The patient, the 30-year-old man, had lied to the doctors that he had ingested the nearly 2-foot-long cable through his mouth.
I ate
Get
it!
up there if you eat it, asshole! But it was revealed on the operation table that the cable had been inserted through the man's penile urethra. The patient came to us with severe abdominal pain, told us that he had consumed a headphone cable by mistake. Okay, that's already shady as fuck. How do you accidentally swallow a 2-foot charging cable?
It actually has happened.
Yeah.
People are stupid, remember.
Fire extinguishers. We examined his stool and conducted an endoscopy as well, but couldn't find the cable. When we operated him, there was nothing in his gastrointestinal tract, Dr. Welly Islam, a noted surgeon in Guwahati, said. Surprised, Islam conducted an x-ray while the patient was on the operation table. It revealed that the cable was in fact in the person's urinary bladder. The cable was removed and the patient is recovering well. He told us that he had consumed headphones through the mouth, but in fact he had inserted the mobile charger cable through his penis. I have been conducting surgeries for 25 years now, but this is the first time such a case has happened on the operation table, said Islam. According to the doctor, the patient has a habit of inserting cables and other stuff through his penis as a form of sexual pleasure. On this occasion, things could have gone out of control, and yeah, that was in the upper part of the story. It's a type of masturbation called urethral sounding, thanked, which is the insertion of an object or liquid into the liquid. What? Never mind. The person had come to us 5 days after he had. Wait, does that mean that you can use chiffon? No, never mind. Not going there.
Shivambu.
It's not supposed to go that way. There's no reverse setting. The person had come to us 5 days after he inserted 5 fucking days. Fuck, man. He repeatedly told us he consumed it through his mouth, and we never imagined an adult would lie about such a thing. You have more faith in humanity than I do, sir.
And this is a doctor we're talking about.
We could have done away with the surgery if he had told us the truth and could have removed the cable through the same route he had. Oh, no. You better knock me the fuck out for that. But surgery had to be done, as he lied, he added. Islam said the patient doesn't have any mental disorder and indulges in the act only for sexual pleasure. Instances of men indulging in urethral sounding are known, but this person went to an extreme and hence the cable reached his urinary bladder. This is a very rare thing, he said. I most certainly hope so.
It's not. Based on my knowledge of the internet, it's not all that rare.
Who wants to take the next one?
Alright. Man with shoe fetish stole 126 flip-flops so he could have sex with them. What?
Okay.
A man has been arrested in Thailand for allegedly stealing his neighbor's shoes in order to have sex with them. Thirapat, foot fetishist, 24, has a fetish for flip-flops and was found with a staggering 126 pairs that he had pinched from locals in Nonthaburi, central Thailand, police said. Officers identified Klaya using footage from CCTV set up outside his latest alleged victim's home. When they searched the man's home, they found his sprawling collection of shoes that he claimed he had been collecting for more than 2 years. What? 2 years?
That's dedication, I guess.
I mean, it.
Is there a point to questioning it at this point?
No. He said he would wear them around his home as it turned him on, police claim.
Okay.
He allegedly told officers that after several hours of wearing the flip-flops, he cuddled and kissed them, stripping off and rubbing them on his body before having sex with them. Ew is right, hun. Police said his collection included dozens of different brands, sizes, and colors of shoes, all of them well worn. The vast array of
Imagine the fucking police officer coming to your door. It's like, "Sir, we found your shoes," and then they give you the explanation. It's just like,
he can
"Yeah,
keep them.
In fact, why did you come here at all?"
Yeah, just I would have rather have not known. The vast array of footwear was laid out in front of the Northabury police station as part of a press conference on Monday. That is just absurd. Klaya admitted 3 charges of nighttime theft and snatching, possessing a digital transceiver without
Nighttime theft and snatching. That is a charge, apparently.
possessing a digital transceiver without permission and violating the coronavirus curfew. Let's just tack that one on for good measure. I don't know, Crab. That's a good question. I don't know how you have sex with a pair of flip-flops. No one cares that you're innocent, Skull. We're trying to toughen you up.
You wear them on your hands and you do a gentle rolling motion. And
do you know what a foot job is? Because that's probably what he does, but with shoes.
Yeah. Enjoy that mental image.
Oh.
You don't want to know how Y2K knows things, do you? You really don't.
Yeah. Okay, where was I? Major Colonel what the fuck told local media it was not Claya's first offense for similar acts. He said, after we arrested the suspect, we also found out that he had already been arrested last year for stealing flip-flops in another district.
Ooh, nice callback, Skull.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
He fully admitted stealing the sandals for lewd purposes. So will be detained at the station under a court appearance for prosecutors to decide on the next part of the legal process for him. I
mean,
fucking need a drink after that.
To be fair, I think it's okay to persecute people like this.
I love how in that last picture, it's just, yeah, no, that's him.
Yeah. That one you just pointed at was like, yeah, that guy right there.
We don't know him.
That's the freak.
That's the one we don't want to talk about.
How dare you suggest such a thing, Y2K? We do not tolerate that kind of thing on this show.
Yeah, he was. Anyway.
Guess I'm taking this one.
Jables, you want to take this next one?
I think the Jables was busy.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find articles.
I'm just gonna take it.
Alright.
This is gonna be a weird night, folks.
At least it won't be as long as last week. Hopefully.
Coming to us from Yahoo Finance for some reason.
Yeah.
Spanish porn star held after man dies in toad venom ritual.
It's finance because porn is money.
Fair enough. Madrid. A porn star has been arrested on manslaughter charges following a man's death during a mystic ritual in which he inhaled psychedelic toad venom, Spanish police said Wednesday. Okay, I have to be that asshole for a second. It's poison.
Yeah. Whoever
Toads
wrote
don't have
this
venom.
Whoever wrote this doesn't understand. Poison is ingested. Venom is injected.
Yes. Key difference there. Anyway, moving on. Nacho Vidal, really, was detained last week in southeastern Valencia region in connection with the death of a man in July 2019. Media identified the victim as fashion photographer Jose Luis Abad. The police operation began following the victim's death during the celebration of a mystic ritual based on the inhalation of poison of the Bufo alvarez toad, the police statement said. The toad, a rare species which is native to the Sonoran Desert stretching from northern Mexico into California and Arizona, secretes poison containing a very powerful natural psychedelic substance known as 5-MeO-DMT. Mao Zedong did the DMT! Its effects have been compared to ayahuasca, a powerful hallucinogenic concoction. Ayahuasca, thank you, James. A powerful hallucinogenic concoction from the Amazon consumed as part of the shamanic ritual. Following an 11-month inquiry, police arrested Vidal on his relatives and an employee on suspicion of manslaughter and crimes against public health. Investigators said they had discovered such rituals were being carried out regularly on the grounds they offered medical benefits. But in reality, this apparently harmless ancestral ritual posed a serious health risk, luring people who were easily influenced, vulnerable, or who were seeking help for illness or addictions using alternative methods. Local press said the ceremony took place in the country residence of Vidal, a media-savvy porn star in his mid-40s whose Twitter feed is full of ads for his 25-centimeter aromatic candles of the male genitalia, available in black, white, or cerise. What a way to end that article.
What is 25 centimeters in inches? I'm looking it up.
Yeah, like do a quick conversion.
Let's see. I am looking.
Larry should know this. Larry says 10 inches more or less.
Yeah, that's a healthy boy.
Yeah, it's 9.842 inches. That's that's porn star candle. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all right. Let's Jables. You taking this next one?
Yeah, I'll take this next one.
All right.
Oh shit! Nah, they're making me go to the original website, which asks for your birthday.
Fuck that bullshit.
Really?
Yeah, because it's all about the marijuanas.
All right, let's move on to the
This
best
couple-
Scotch, rye, and bourbon cocktails.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to find another source for this. You wanna?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read
that
this.
article's obviously for you.
The best Scotch, rye, and bourbon cocktails to celebrate Father's Day. I am not a father yet. We'll see. God damn it, go away. For
Due to
Father's
a
Day this
mistake,
year,
yeah?
For Father's Day this year, give Dad a tasty cocktail recipe to accompany the fine whiskey or bourbon you bought for him. Just be sure to properly stock your bar. Amber Artisy, brand ambassador for BRNWSH whiskey, suggests there are a few staples that I try to never run out of: bitters, honey, fresh citrus. Scotch loves lemons. Both sweet and dry vermouth, and a bit of Benedictine for the days I'm feeling fancy. He also notes that you need to keep your bitter game strong, as they truly are the salt and pepper of cocktail making. God damn it, I'm fucking getting myself a goddamn scotch if I'm gonna read this bullshit. Ugh. There's my cup.
It's like, I got the craving.
No, I just need it if I'm gonna read about someone defiling scotch with a fucking. As long as it's not single malt, that's one thing. But I have a feeling that it's all like, oh, we're gonna spend money on shit. Me, 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 me. All right, let's just get to this. The penicillin, ginger, and peated whiskey are generally considered cool weather flavors, but when we weave in honey and lemon, we call to mind lemonade by the pool, yard work, and refreshing summer days. What the fuck?
It's like, bitch, I don't want a fucking lemonade. I wanted fucking scotch.
I got a sketch right here, dear. I'm gonna drink it while you talk about stupid, defiled shit.
Yeah, you can put just regular like a Kentucky bourbon or something in lemonade, but not a scotch.
They're talking about whiskey, so, fuck them.
I do enjoy a whiskey lemonade on a hot day.
Yeah, but they're talking about a ginger and peat whiskey with lemon and honey in it, not adding whiskey to lemonade.
Oh, yeah, no, you add the whiskey to something, you don't add things to the whiskey.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
They're saying an ounce and a half of BRNWSH 10-year. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a brand ambassador for BRNWSH. So no shit, they're gonna say BRNWSH. It's probably not very good whiskey anyway, so fuck them.
Okay.
I've never
Here's the
actually tried
thing.
it.
Forbes, these are your financial people. You know good scotch. Katie Kelly Bell, the contributor that wrote this article. You're dumb.
That's fact. So, an ounce and a half of BRNWSH, 3/4 an ounce honey ginger syrup, 3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice, and 1/4 ounce of BRNWSH Curiositas. Oh, Push our brand. Oh. God, that
Yeah, the cocktail that we came up with was like, I didn't want a fucking cocktail. I just wanted a whiskey.
honeysuckle sour. Whiskey loves lemon, and this drink proves it. Okay, I'm willing to listen. Well, a 2-ounce standard proof whiskey company wildflower rye, 3/4 ounce lemon juice, 3/4 ounce simple syrup. Shake ingredients with ice and strain in a rock glass with ice. Garnish with a lemon wedge. You know,
Nope.
no.
It's a simple one though.
I mean, it's less egregious than the previous one.
Yeah.
That's about all I can say for it. I'd be more willing to try
Yeah,
it than the previous one.
Yeah, like I'm with Larry. It's like, are we
it-
reading a fucking ad? I think we are.
yeah, and on top of that, whiskey, it's a simple man's drink. It's a simple liquor that should only be made into simple, with very few exceptions.
It's basically white lightning that's been aged in barrels of the right type.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it also kind of depends on the type of whiskey. You know, you've got your scotches, you've got your corn whiskeys, you've got Irish whiskeys, which are their own thing.
Yeah, like
well,
Jack and Coke is completely acceptable.
mhm.
Oh, this next one involves Gentleman Jack, so maybe this one won't be too horrendous.
Well, who would have thought that like a whiskey made from corn pairs well with a soda that's made with corn syrup?
All right, developed by Aniti Musi, fine wine specialist for Avaton Inc. This simple cocktail uses American whiskey, such as Gentleman Jack, alongside a fortified wine like Sandman's Founder's Reserve to balance the flavor profile. This port sweet.
Wait.
What the?
Gentleman Jack? That's expensive fucking bourbon, man.
Wait,
You're
hold,
gonna
hold,
put
hold,
lemon
hold on.
into it?
What,
Did,
Jables?
did they really say that?
That they're pairing Gentleman Jack with wine? Yeah. It goes in the same drink, and then you add a dash of fucking Angostura bitters. Angos. Ango.
Who
Ango.
the fuck wrote this? I don't even drink, and this is offensive.
The Kilted Tilt? Oh god, Bowmore 12 year. And then you're adding shit to it. The Still Steam? Kilbeggan single grain, and then you're adding shit to it. I mean, that's true of any cocktail, but like,
Okay.
whatever, man. The David. What the fuck is the David? This drink comes from Chef David Hinch and bar
Oh, a
manager.
narcissist.
Yeah, and bar manager Jason Stritch of Manresa in Los Gatos, California. Chef Hinch developed this cocktail to represent all things California, from citrus
Oh
to the
god.
Racer 5 IPA. Okay,
Oh no.
I've got to learn
Okay,
what they.
no.
I have to figure out. I'm gonna read this because I want to know what they use to make this, so I know what they think encompasses California. An ounce and a half Charbet R5 hopped whiskey, 3/4 ounce Aperol, 3/4 ounce Carpano Antica vermouth, and a splash of Cara Cara orange juice, navel orange if not in season. In a large rocks glass over a large ice cube, add ingredients and stir gently to combine and lightly chill. Express the oils from a large piece of orange peel over the top of the drink, wiping the oils on the rim of the glass before dropping it into the drink.
Okay. I thought this article was going to be fun. I apologize.
It's a pile of shit.
This is
So
infuriating.
so I mean, it kind of fits.
I would say this show has standards above this, though.
Oh yeah, no, this show has standards. This article does not.
The kilted tilt.
A
pissed me off, too.
Glenfiddich 14-year-old old 14-year old fashioned. You're using 14-year Glen in a drink? A mixed drink?
This keeps getting worse. It reminds me of this fucking macaroni and cheese article I was reading to Addie the other day.
This article
Okay.
is all about the holy fuck, this article is about, oh yeah, we have money, so good scotch is like cheap scotch toast.
I think Y2K&W has the best take so far. This is way too much work. Just get me much closer to projectile vomiting on a statue at 1 a.m.
Or painting the walls of a New York City diner because of their poutine was total shit at 4 a.m. Like when you're going for good whiskeys and scotches. Yes, I know that technically scotches are whiskeys, but I'm counting them as separate.
Different.
It's under the same umbrella, but people know of scotch as scotch, and everything else under the whiskey umbrella is whiskey. Yeah. But like when you're dealing with good scotches and whiskeys,
you should be savoring that shit.
What you do, like with good scotch, what you do is you add the scotch over like a massive ice cube if you're gonna go that route, or you do it over like soapstone so it chills nicely, and you put a few drops of water in there to help with the aroma and the flavor.
Yes. Here's a good trick. Real simple trick to tell if you're in a proper Scotch bar. They will have little mini decanters of water in every seating spot.
Droplets of water.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, Larry,
Really
you want a scotch? I'm drinking a scotch. Let's just forget this article ever existed. Fuck. Shorty's dirty daiquiri. Okay,
that name hurts.
The next article, hold on. The next article. The essence of resilient leadership. Business recovery from COVID-19.
No, let's not.
Let's not, but you're following up a shitty article with, oh yeah, let's talk about business recovery from COVID-19 because we have resilient leadership. Fuck me. Like, Katie, you're fucking dumb. I fucking hate your article. I don't hate you because I am not going to spend that kind of energy on you. You're not worth it. But still.
Should never be allowed around whiskey again.
What do you mean olives in scotch, Larry? Fuck! No! Oh.
No, that was crab. It makes more sense now.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I didn't see Crab's post.
You this
article has angered more people.
I don't know if I'm going to be okay.
Hey, Canuck's here. Yay.
Let's drink.
Hey, Canuck.
And forget about this shit.
Okay. Crab with a nice scotch like Rimshee already explained. Big ice cube or droplets of water. That's it.
Like, if you've ever seen that fucking weird ass glass where it's like, yeah, it comes with a silicone thing, so you can perfectly form an ice cube on one half of the glass so that it's like a triangle and it's all good. It'll keep everything nice and cold. Yeah, those are a pretty decent deal too.
Well, what you actually want like a nice ball.
Well, balls
And
are better, but
if you're a nerd, they do sell Death Star ice molds.
they also sell D20 ice molds.
Johnny Walker Red with one olive.
I'm gonna
Ew.
slap you across the face, Crab.
What the
Crab, I
fuck?
think you might have to
Crab?
take away your fucking mod status for that.
Ugh.
Skull. You don't make a good scotch. You buy a good scotch, and then you do minimal things to it, and you enjoy it. That's it.
ESY2K, I said balls are better. Do you have an issue with that? Or am I gonna have to slap some across your face?
Balls
I
are fun.
remember. Bigger is better.
It's all the abuse. Alright.
I don't like this at all. I'm gonna kill Crab.
You are not gonna kill Crab. We're just gonna remove his mod status for his horrible taste in alcohol.
Yeah.
I second this motion.
Yeah. Crab, I will pay for you to come out here. I live in a mutual combat state.
No,
And then
Skull, you
Richie and I
cannot be
will
mod.
film it for the views.
Oh, so you'll fly out too?
Hey, fuck it. I got nothing better to do
Yeah.
besides working, I
We're
guess.
gonna. Someone needs to hold my camera.
Exactly.
Get your sister to do it.
Whatever.
Look, you don't see her as often as you'd like anyway. Why not use that as an excuse?
That is a fair point. Usually we just didn't hang out because we'd end up randomly hanging out because we hang out in the same places. That hasn't been happening.
Yeah.
We're really good at making plans with each other and then never going through full confirmation and actually doing things.
I haven't seen my sister in a while now.
I haven't
course,
seen my
her-
sister since the last time I saw her.
Her being a
same here.
pharmacist, she's really busy lately.
Weird.
Completely reasonable.
Yeah.
Crab. No, sorry, not Crab. Sorry. Still frustrated at Crab. Skull, you don't control the show.
Yeah. We'll move on when we feel like moving on, Skull.
In fact, just
Which we
for
could
that,
do.
Skull.
But now I'm thinking we shouldn't.
Yeah, let's continue talking about these shitty drinks. What the
Yeah.
fuck is this
Well,
one? Oh, this is the
and
fucking
especially-
tilted tilt. Like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
What is that?
That's the tilted tilt.
That shit sticking out of it.
Oh, that's probably, time. That's time sticking out of it. Because you're not pretentious enough. You need a you need a fucking herb, or spice or whatever the fuck you want to call it, sticking out of your goddamn scotch, filled with other shit.
Your
I'm not.
scotch
I'm
should
not
not be
passionate.
foaming.
Like it looks like fucking cider now.
It
What
looks
the
like
fuck have you done to this?
fucking alcoholic cider. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, catharsis. You're not wrong. What's even more fucked up about this is they are recommending that we share these drinks with our fathers for Father's Day.
I feel like I should stick a fucking cinnamon stick in one of these things. Fuck.
Well, technically,
They're
if they're
talking
married.
about, for the Kilted Tilt, they're talking about using a 12-year-old scotch and adding yuzu juice, Moletti Amaro, and Angostura bitters.
Let's mix
No.
all these high-class drink ingredients together, and then go fuck our boyfriends.
You know what my dad likes? He likes straight Crown Royal or lemon drops. Those are his two favorite drinks.
There's nothing
I
wrong with
think
that.
children would only share these drinks with dads they don't like. Nice, Diana.
I mean, fair point.
Not wrong.
Hey, is your father a miserable deadbeat fuck up? Well, we've got the cocktail for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Like, the fact that they chose that one to have a picture for. Oh, fuck. This is the David cocktail here. Just reading the picture, this is the David cocktail. This is the narcissist cocktail right here. What the fuck was that again? The David. Fucking Charbay R5 hopped whiskey, Arperol, Carpano, Antica vermouth, and a splash of Cara Cara orange juice.
Like, vermouth by itself is an acquired taste.
Is your stepdad admit to you because you're fucking clueless about alcohol?
I also like how they have like that perfectly shaped ice cube with like a fucking M emblazoned on it, as if it wasn't pretentious enough.
Yeah, as if the narcissist cocktail didn't have enough pretension. You're right. They had to monogram it for whoever was fucking drinking it. Who the fuck wrote this shit again? Katie Kelly Bell. KKB. You're 1K away, bitch!
Or she's 1G short.
Yeah, one of the two. God, I wish her parents
Nothing.
hated her more.
Oh man, her bio. I cover what's interesting in wine, spirits, food, and travel. Huh?
Oh god.
Let me look at your profile. What other shit have you written?
This has become like a fucking vendetta now.
Permanent
Oh,
super
wait,
yacht for
just
your
pause,
socially
motherfucker!
distant vacation this summer.
This has become a vendetta, but
Okay. Top summer cocktails with healthy ingredients and less sugar.
Oh.
alcohol
You have
is
to.
sugar.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Or it may as well
The
be. It
yeast
gets converted into
consumes
sugar, whatever.
the yeast consumes the sugar
Where
and
to
it turns
go
into
for the
ethanol.
best and socially distant luxury this summer? Top 12 rosés for the rooftop or wherever you practice social distancing. Oh, oh. The best cocktails for the ultimate tastification. I gotta check that one out.
Oh boy.
Let's just stop dealing with this shit.
All right.
Fucking Larry.
With that, we've been your Lights of Saints Discord. Thanking us, everybody. We're gonna, yeah,
We're
make us
gonna
finally
go.
lunch. So,
We're gonna go wash our eyeballs out with soap.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna use eye drops. I have an eye wash station. I'm good.
Oh,
How the
good
fuck do
for
you have an eye wash station?
It's just 2 bottles of eye drops that I just squeeze really hard.
Fair fucking enough.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Come back next week if you want. Like, no obligation.
Hopefully we won't get stuck with another fucking KKB.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
All
Drink
right.
your whiskey correctly.
Later, everyone. We're rating now.
Okay.